Clean them out. Down and quiet.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're watching from around the world in our super international following. Huge worldwide fan base here. Apparently more popular in Europe than United States for some reason. Guess the European folks have lower standards. So yeah, what's up?
Not much. Just doing really bad at trying to get to races. I went to I don't know if you saw my Facebook post the other day, but I drove all the way to Richmond, started setting up my pit, and I didn't have my cars. They were still sitting right there. Yep. So that was a good time.
It makes it a little difficult to race.
Yeah.
So let's see. We'll get started here with the agenda for tonight. Got some good races coming up this weekend. LCRC Party Rock race, and I'm sad to say that it will be the first time in probably a year and a half, maybe 2 years, that I'm going to miss. It'll be the first race that I'm going to miss at LCRC since I got my RV for sure. So it's going to be a bummer, but we have a back-to-back doubleheader race coming up at my track here at Truth Motorsports, and I just got too much stuff going on. I got to get this stuff done and get it ready. So if I go and that puts us in a bind, next week for getting stuff done, and then there's a chance for some weather that might slow us down the following week. So just can't risk it. Don't want to put the next weekend's race at a disadvantage and stress. So I'm done with being stressed.
At World RC Thunder Alley, they're doing their annual Nitro Hero race. That's one of my favorite races. I might head down there for that. Just depends on the weather. It's looking okay right now. The Nitro Hero race 3 years ago, I think. I can't remember which year it was. It might have been 3 years ago. It was the first time I ever actually raced a Nitro car. How appropriate.
Yeah. So what else we got? I actually want to talk about something that I didn't tell you about. I was going to, but then we were trying to figure out all the different settings. But I want to kind of do a poll, and because it's kind of interesting. Got Shane out there. What's up, Shane? If you guys are watching, give us a shout out in the comments. We'd love to know who's with us and where you're dialing in from. Excuse me. But I watched the INS race last 2 weekends ago. I guess it was 2 weekends ago. And I've had a few people reach out about doing some 10 scale racing here at the track. So I'm curious, leave us a comment or comment in whatever platform you're on, or shoot me a message directly. I'm really curious if we could get enough interest in doing a 10 scale race here. We got some folks that have some gas truck, and that seems like a pretty cool deal. And so so interested in potentially doing a race here. So if I could get 20 people that were down for coming up or down or across, we'll definitely see if we can find a weekend or two to do some 10 scale racing. Thought about even the possibility of maybe doing another back-to-back race, do an 8 scale on Saturday. Maybe one of the weekends we're doing an 8 scale race.
Doing a 10
and
scale
then
day.
Yeah. So your audio got super loud again, and so did the printer. It's almost consistently droning.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Trying to multitask here and getting some stuff printed in the background. So yeah, if you guys are down for doing some 10 scale racing, I know there's at least a few people who are interested. We could, do some gas truck, do some short course, do 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, whatever we can get to come out. And all right, good to know. I'm the only one that's hearing it. So
That's good. I'm glad.
I shouldn't say anything. Now nobody, now everybody will hear it.
Yeah, I know, right?
So
Give me a reason to build a gas truck, because I've been itching to build one, but I'm not going to build one for it to sit on a shelf.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Let's see what kind of momentum we could get. I'm really curious to know who's down for doing. Hey, what's up, Isaiah? Who's down for doing 2-day races. If I'm blocked out on Saturday, I'm not doing anything that week anyway. So if we do a 2-day race, it's the same amount of prep. We would literally just blow in water to track for the next day. So maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll try to run one on one of our other point series race, and then do a 10 scale the next day. So let us know your thoughts. Love to hear if you guys would be down to stick around. So, and we'll get Chris to build a gas truck. So
yeah,
that's what we need, is Chris to have more cars.
The reason to build a GT is BRAP. Yes.
Michael Elrod's in the house. What's up?
Any reason to burn more nitro fuel?
So, yeah. So I know there's some folks that watch the podcast that race some tent scale. The INS thing, the outdoor tent scale. I don't know. It feels like there's some momentum there.
They had what was it like? They had 16 gas trucks at INS 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Which there probably hasn't been that many gas trucks entered into a race since probably the early 2000s.
So yeah, so let's see what we can come up with, and see if we can get enough interest. So, what else you got before we bring on our illustrious VIP guest appearances here?
I learned the hard way a couple weeks ago that connecting rods are a maintenance item. That made for a fun electric only weekend. I always thought the first time I blow a nitro engine, it would be some great eventful thing, explosion, the head blow off, something. No, I was just driving. It went over a jump,
and it died.
It was just like I ran a fuel.
Oh, yeah. Flame out.
It wasn't spinning. I'm like, oh crap.
Looks like a flame out, but it's actually a motor that won't move.
Fortunately, I have an OS 2105 now in my car, and I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get my original engine rebuilt just to have a backup. And I will know that after probably 5 to 6 gallons, I'll probably put a rod in, because I think I had about 8 to 9, maybe even 10 gallons on that engine. So everybody who I told about it, they're like, "Yeah, you got good life out of it." Isaiah, proper OS.
Yeah, so I got one of my other motors back. So I think I'm gonna put that motor in, and maybe buy one more. I don't know. I need to get my practice stuff going so that I have some stuff to run at the house. So that means I need more motors. So We'll see. We'll see how that fares. I still have exactly this many laps on the track. So.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's been ridiculous. When I'm home, there's water on the track. It's just been it's been ridiculous. When I think I'm going to get out there and play on it, now
it starts raining.
Then there's yeah. Oh man, we got some rain last week.
We were supposed to. All of last week was supposed to be nothing but rain for us here, and we ended up. I think we had a pretty gnarly storm on. What was it, Wednesday? And other than that, it was sunshine the rest of the week.
No, it's been 100 degrees, or feels like 100 degrees, or raining. Yeah, Taylor. Unfortunately, we are not going to make it to LCRC this weekend. My first missed race in too long. I'm breaking a streak this weekend. Got to get ready for my race in 2 weeks. So yeah, that's definitely true, Shane.
No, Michael Elrod
soon.
He's got my my old Agama car. You have the electric, or did you get the Nitro? I can't remember who bought what. We'll see if he responds. But yeah, when I sold off my Agama stuff, I guess he upgraded it to the new N2 setup, which it's still a funky setup. The N1 had the shocks laying on top of the diff cases. Now they put he got the electric. Now they put the shocks are now next to the diff case. It's very similar to the Mayako LCG setup, but I think it's even lower than that.
Yeah,
I think it's fun. The N1 had they advertised super ultra low center of gravity, but I mean all it did was remove a shock tower, but you put the you put the shocks on top of the diff case, it's pretty much still the same center of gravity. So I guess this new setup is actually true LCG.
All right. Well, we have exactly one vote for yes on 10 scale racing. I know a few people. I talked to Jason Thorne, and he's been trying to get me to do 10 scale and gas truck since last year. So
yeah,
we'll see. I'll look at the calendar and make sure there's no conflicts on a weekend, and we'll see if we can bust it out. So, but yeah. So I guess we'll
bring on one person from the lobby, and hopefully the other person will pop on. I mean, he tried to call us like 3 times earlier, so
yeah. So without further ado, we will bring on the what is it, the better half, the pretty side of the crew. Is that what we're getting?
Of the Nitro Caddy team.
Yeah. So we'll bring in the man, the myth, the legend, ladies and gentlemen, Rob Samoji.
Hey,
the illustrious.
Hello, all. How are we doing?
Good. Yeah.
Good.
Well,
I've been trying to get a hold of Dennis. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, he's a busy guy. So Dennis will be joining us hopefully shortly. And
I think he's having technical difficulties more than anything. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right. We can talk about Dennis until he gets here, and then maybe if he gets tired of not being here to defend himself, then he'll join.
I know that guy Dennis. He's always in the way on the track.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I heard until Dennis gets on the podcast, Nitro Caddies are 50% off. So yeah.
Yeah, he has some good deals. He has some good deals when we're out and about. He always, depending what track we're at, and what the sponsorship is, he has some pretty good deals going on. And
I took advantage of that at either, I guess it was, I can't remember if it was Pro-Am last year or one of Brent's races. That's when I got both of my Nitro Caddies.
Yeah.
So
sometimes it's kind of funny because even at the Pro-Am where we were there, there's a lot of people coming around buying them and stuff. And I'm like, Dennis, you need to work on your cars. So, but that's a good thing. It's a good problem to have, I guess. So, no big deal.
He's on, but I don't see him.
Let me see. I don't see him either. I just sent him the link again.
All right. Well,
did you text it to him? Can you text it to him?
I just sent it in the group chat.
Oh, okay.
I don't have his number.
Let's see. Maybe he's watching.
Maybe that's
listening. He's listening to us talk trash about him.
Hey, yeah, where are you at? Why are you're supposed to be on the line here? He said he's in the waiting room.
I don't see Dennis in the waiting room. That is weird.
Did you log in the right pod?
Interesting.
Did he click the button on Facebook requesting to join?
Yeah,
we are. All
right.
Nothing but top tier technical here.
Talk to you soon.
We don't have a producer, so this is our.
He's trying like hell. He's trying like hell. That's for sure. So.
So why don't you? All right. So while we're waiting on Dennis to figure out technology, why don't you give us your backstory? Like, how'd you get into RC? We'll start story time.
Yeah, this is kind of funny. When I was younger, I had RC cars and I used to clown around with them all the time. And I met an older gentleman, a lot older than me at the time, and he raced RC boats, and it's something I always wanted to do, but I could never find anybody to do it around the area. So I got hooked up with him. And unfortunately, after years and years and years, and then I had kids and married kids, everything sort of kind of got pushed to the wayside. And my son Dawson said, "Hey, why don't we go try to run some RC cars?" I'm like, I'm all for it. Let's do it. You have to ask me twice for that one. And we just went out and started. We started out with a Losi, and there's Dennis. Try to put that together.
Yeah.
And we had success. So we continued forward. We moved forward. We bought better and better stuff and went to bigger and bigger races and went to LCRC, and that was the end of that, because from there it's all empty wallets and all downhill.
All right, so I have to share this because it's.
Oh my God,
that's the good stuff.
Oh jeez, nice, Taylor. Thanks, Taylor. Nice.
Yeah. So I mean, Dennis, he is your mechanic, right? So you're just a pretty face, right?
Yeah. Dennis is my mechanic. He takes care of my cars for me, cleans them and polishes them for me.
I thought you were his mechanic.
Yeah, he is my. Yeah, Dennis is getting good. He's putting screwdrivers to screws, so that's always a good plus. I have videos like you ever watch these guys out in the middle of the safari and they see some two animals doing something different that you usually don't see. While I was there recording, I'm like, here we are in the wild at LCRC, and here's Dennis. He's putting a screwdriver to screws.
I didn't know where you were going with that, Rob.
But it was funny. I have two videos. I never
podcast.
Yeah, I have two videos of them doing that, but I never post them because I don't want to embarrass them. But it is funny though.
Embarrass me. You can't embarrass me.
I'll tell my embarrassing story. I went to him one day and I was like, "Hey, I got another techno driver that's asking for some advice. Like, what's your baseline setup?" And he was like, "Dude, I don't even know if there's fluid in my diffs." He said, I haven't checked these diffs since I built the car.
Listen, do you know where he puts all of his notes? I can tell you where he puts all of his notes. You ever want to know? He writes them down on the table. He writes them on the table. And then the next race, he just turns the table around so he has a clean slate.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
He's got all this stuff.
So Rob told us his story about how he got into RC, and I've heard a little bit about yours, Dennis. But what's the history of Dennis? Like, how'd you get into RC?
I got into it as a kid. I just loved the idea of pushing a button and magically something moves. And probably when I was 18 or 19, I built a Tamiya Blackfoot. And that thing blew me away because it was so much faster than anything from Kmart. And I got into this oval racing, and I'd work on the car all week. And And then they would start the race and they'd blow the horn and the car wouldn't move. But I might have done it for a year, and then over the years, I feel like Christmas, every kid wants a toy. So I started this thing at my shop where I work. Was on Christmas time, I would go up to the hobby shop and I get like 10 ready to run Traxxas Nitro cars, or like they could have been, I think most of the time they were Nitro. And you know, we do our Christmas lunch, and I'd hand all the remote control cars out. And within 12 minutes, everybody's car was in pieces. We'd be racing in the street for $10, you know. But for a long time, you know, we would break them out and run up and down the street for 3 days, and then they would go upstairs to die forever. So COVID came, and I think I had 15 cars. I had a lot of cars. I don't know exactly how many. There was a lot. There was more than 10. And my plan, all the motors were seized. I was going to clean them up and sell them. And I started watching YouTube, and then I started watching like these ARMA 5th scale stuff. And I built a track behind my shop. I rented an excavator and went nuts. And then ran into a regular race at a local track here, Dirt Runners. And since then, I've been totally hooked. I saw the Techno 10 scale mini truggies run the final that day of the first race, because I showed up with like some lousy ready to run thing that had roll bar and lights. They were all looking at me like, what's wrong with this?
Right.
But I saw those run the main, and not one of them crashed. Like the whole 6 minutes, they were like perfect. And I bought one of those and built it, and you know, that was different because I was used to just buying the stuff already set up, just throw a battery in it and go. But I've been hooked ever since.
And then you drove it and you crashed, and you're like, oh, it's not the car. That's not.
Well, I think it wasn't long after that. I was racing, I don't know, maybe 3-4 races later, and I won the heat, and I was like, wow, I am so good. And at the end of the when the heat was over, I went down, I bent down, I picked the car up. And when I picked it up, the wheels turned automatically. And I was like, wait a minute, I had a gyro on it. So I was like, oh, so I didn't say anything. But I took the gyro off and I came in last place. I wasn't nearly as good as I thought I was, but I've never been tempted to put that gyro on again. I want to do it under my own power.
Right. Well, that's cool. And how did you and Rob meet and become inseparable or unsufferable? One of the two. I can't remember which one.
We have a good time.
I met Rob at LCRC very, very briefly, and then the Fall Brawl was in Myrtle Beach, and I was selling these neon Mugen signs. And Rob wanted one of those Mugen signs, and he was like, hey, I'm going to Fall Brawl. Can you bring a sign with you? Why don't we meet up, you know, like the day before the race, you know, let's meet up in Myrtle Beach. We went out and had lunch, and I think Rob's son-in-law and son were there. And like since then, we just been friends, and then met him back at LCRC. And Rob was he was a really convenient friend, because if you know where Rob's pit spot is, when in the dog days of summer, Rob had a canopy with shade right by the block. And if that seat was open, I would plop down there. And that's really where I got to know Rob. You know, he didn't kick me out of his pit spot, and we started talking.
Actually, I put a chair out for him.
But it was like, that's how I got to know him, waiting to race. Everybody else was sweating it out on the blocks, and I was under the nice shade with some fans, and then Rob's son stopped coming, and then Rob kept coming, but he didn't have anything to do. So he would walk around the pits and touch everybody's car. He would touch my car, tell me what's wrong with it. I said, get out of here. I said, you got to race, Rob. You got to start racing. and that's how Rob started racing, actually, because I just couldn't stand him with nothing to do for 4 days but get in the way.
So you weren't racing the whole, like all those times you weren't racing?
The better half of the year I wasn't racing. No.
For like
okay.
2 years, 3 years, he didn't race. His son raced. Rob did all the wrenching on his son's car.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I could do all the I did all the wrenching, and then when he walked out, or he went to go race ATVs, which I'm fine with that, I said, well, if you're not going to race your stuff, I'm going to use it all, because what the hell.
I thought Rob was some type of like guru or something until I said he started critiquing my cars. He built his cars. The things fell apart. The screws came out. The front end fell out.
That's because of a particular brand of car, but we won't talk about that. I don't want to mention the brand.
That had nothing to do with the brand of cars.
Sure, it did.
Bad-mouthing brands of cars.
If screws fall out, you can't drive it.
Righty,
Hey, when it comes to A scale, Loctite is very important.
Yeah. Blue Loctite. Blue Loctite. Never red.
There's some stuff I put red on.
No, never.
I've got both in my box, and there's some stuff I will put red on. It's funny.
I told Rob for 2 years, Rob, it's a great car that you're driving, but it's not meant for the beating that you're giving it, because every race he'd come off that front end so many times. It was like an automatic. He had to take the front end apart. So he refused to do it. And then one day I was going full tilt down the straightaway in my Nitro buggy, and I caught the front left tire on pit lane, and the car came to a dead stop. It looked like a crash you'd see on the street. There was steam coming from it, and I hit it so hard the carburetor came out of the motor. But when he saw that my front arms weren't broken, there was nothing broken on the car. I just had to put the carburetor back in and the muffler. But that's the day he decided he's getting a Techno.
It's true.
That's an interesting. I've never thought about this, but here's the purple. Shane's going for the purple, mixing red and blue.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good idea, but nah, not for me.
We'll have to try that on somebody else's car. So
we'll try it on his. See if you go over. Maybe I'll pick his car out.
Yeah. So Chris and I had a kind of similar story. Like, I had one race last year, and VCS race last year, and Chris and his wife came up for that race, and we met briefly at the end of the race. My wife made barbecue, famous Tressa Folsom Truth Motorsports barbecue, and we were all walking around. That's the first time I got out of it was the first time I got to talk to anybody, because I was in the booth the whole time and running the race. And then I came down and kind of met everybody as they were packing up. Met Chris briefly, and he was talking about coming back up and how was the coolest person he ever met in his life, and he wishes we were related. Something, I can't remember exactly what he said, but we got ready to go to Fall Brawl. So apparently Fall Brawl is where all RC relationships go to start.
Apparently.
I want to go to Fall Brawl, but my wife can't go. I need somebody to pit for me, and I got an empty spot in the front of my RV. If somebody wants to go, I'll offer, room and board for exchange for pitting. And,
do you hear that, Dennis? Dennis, you hear that?
It's funny. So I actually had plans. I was originally going to go down to Florida for the Exalt Elevate race. And I was like, I really do not want to drive to Florida, but I would love to do a race in December. And I saw that post. So I was like, hey, I'll be your pit guy. I'll go.
Yeah, he messaged me after like 5 minutes or something. He's like, "Hey, is that spot still open?" I was like, "Bro, I just posted it." So I was like, "Yeah, it's still open." So we started talking, and the rest is history. So now he's the RD at my track and team manager for the team, and he's all in now.
Nice.
RDing is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dennis, we got it. Good.
It's very fun when you RD. I agree. It's much better at the race when I don't have to RD. So
Yeah, Dennis and I, we got it worked out pretty well because he races nitro and I race electric, so we don't have to worry about running into each other and stepping on each other. So we're always available to each other. So it's a good time, really good time.
That's how it usually works for us. He runs. I don't run truck, and then also I'll usually run intermediate, and he runs 40 plus or sportsman. So we it works out to where we usually can pit for each other, and we don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah,
it got pretty rough at Pro-Am this year. He was up on that driver's stand for probably an hour and a half straight.
I was up there for an hour and 10 minutes. And if I would have bumped out of truck, it would have been an hour and 20 minutes, for the A main. But yeah, I ran 40 plus, 40 plus nitro and then nitro truck back to back. So 2 nitros in a row.
Wow.
Yeah,
That was pretty insane.
Dennis, you were running some back to backs too. We were pretty crazy.
I don't know. That happens to me a lot at LCRC.
Yeah.
And I'll just stay on the stand. And if I'm like 5th on the blocks, I'll let the first 4 guys pick their spot. Then I'll pick my spot. Because I've done it the other way where you come down and then they scurried up the thing. You lose your spot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, realistically, at Pro-Am, that driver stand is so massive that it's not hard to get it. And LCRC really too. I mean, if there's a full driver stand, it might be a little tough, but yeah, it's
last Mugen challenge, I somehow in the second round made the A sort of nitro truggy, and I was number 13 or 14 on the stand. And let me tell you, I wish I would have been in the next sort because you had Drake, you had Setzer, and all like the whole thing was a bunch of killers, right? And then I get up there 14th, and there's no spot for me. And I ain't skinny, if you haven't noticed. And I'm like, I asked like 1 or 2 people, hey, can you? And they just looked at me like, get away from me. So I just stepped back to Alex. I said, Alex, So when the race started, though, I did so bad because I spent the whole race pulling over, getting out of the way. There was nobody behind me for like 30 feet, and 2 seconds later, there was somebody right on me. It was terrible. It was like the worst. I thought it was so great, but it wasn't good.
Yeah, we did ladder mains at what was the name of that track in Lumberton, North Carolina? That I think it closed, but they did ladder mains, and it was close to Ryan ran, so he was in my nitro race, and I was like, I don't belong on the same track as Ryan ran. Like literally, in 40-second laps, every other lap he was passing me, and I was like, this is not fun. Like I'm trying to get out of here because when they come up on you, it's like and I did this to Lee Setzer one time where he closed on me so fast at one of the races at Adrenaline on the straightaway that it freaked me out, and I just panicked and I just jumped out of the gas right at the turn so he could go around me, but I was right in the line, and so he hit me right in the D block, and it broke his shock. And I took him out of the race, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe."
Well, that's his fault. He's got to use his brakes.
No, it was me because I like jumped out of the gas in the absolute. I should have just drifted out, let him have the inside line, but I just like he caught up with me so fast. I literally just jumped out of the gas.
Gotcha.
And it was totally not the right way to let somebody get around you. So
what did you think of the at Pro-Am with the starts?
Well,
that was absolute chaos, and it was awesome.
I loved it. If we could figure out how to do a little bit better.
Big enough. Yeah, it wasn't big enough. They made it a little bit better for the A-mains. But I
think it could have been better if instead of starting way down to the right, it was so far away you could barely make out which car was yours. If they would have done that, like under the driver's stand, you would have had a lot better shot at like seeing your car. And you know that right turn at the end of the straightaway didn't help anything. But it was my problem was it was so far away to the right that when they said go, there was a cloud of dirt. You lost your car. You didn't know which. If you weren't at the front, you didn't know which one was yours in the back. I kept wiggling my wheels.
Yeah,
Q3 of Nitro, I started on the front row, and I pulled that throttle through my chest, and I still got ran over. I got thrown up in the air, ended up in the pit lane, and I just went full bore through up the pit lane, down the pit lane, and actually got around it.
That's a good idea.
Oh yeah, I had no choice. I was literally that's where I ended up. So I'm like, all right, I'm going full bore through pit lane. Everybody watch out, and I just gunned it.
Yeah,
I shot out of pit lane. I got around like a bunch of wrecks, and then I think half a lap in, I drove off the track. I'm like, well, this could have been a great qual, but never mind.
There was a race that I started in the back, and somehow I got through the straightaway and up to the right hander. I got up to like third or something like that. I got so excited because I was above past everybody that I screwed up and crashed myself.
he flew 30 feet over the turn.
I was gonna say, and then you jumped off the track because that's what I did a couple times. You get all excited because you're like up front and you're like, here we go, and then you jump into the bleachers. Yeah. So for those who weren't at Pro-Am, the question or the question was, we did a side by side start, essentially two rows of a grid instead of in line, right? So but the challenge was it was kind of like motocross supercross where the start was not part of the track, and so once you left the start lane, it was completely separate from the rest of the track. So the thing I like is that I like the fact that Brent tries new stuff. You know, the Pro-Am concept, for those who don't know what it is, the pros draft a sportsman driver and an intermediate driver, and they have an electric team and a nitro team that's totally separate, and they actually get paid cash for the winner. So however your drafted driver finishes in the A main, they get points, and the sportsman's position or the sportsman's driver is worth the most. And then you guys hear enough?
That's Chris.
No, that was Chris.
Oh, sorry.
Just drove across. Let me close the door. Hold on a second.
Oh, okay. I was like, somebody's getting ran over right now.
Wow, look how pretty his shop is. I never seen his shop so clean. He just muted himself.
No, I muted him while he was doing it. So
here we go. Since we're talking about Pro-Am, I got here. That's not what I want.
So let me finish so essentially
go for it.
The points are the sportsman. How your sportsman finishes is the most, important, because you get the most points for sportsman, and then your intermediate driver and the pro. So you can finish P1 as a pro, but you'll get less points than like P6 as your sportsman driver. So knowing the sportsman drivers and paying attention during practice and seating is important, because at the end of the first day or the last day, you draft a driver. So and it's real money. I think it's like $1,000 for first or something. So these guys are, what is it? What's his name? Won both events. And
Camden.
Camden won $2,000.
Yeah.
So, but so yeah.
Dennis, did your group win something? You won money.
Yeah, well, we left right after the trophy. We booked it, and it turns out our team came in third place. So
did you get your reward?
I want a cut.
Yeah. All right, so here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, and look who's dropping that number 2 car.
Oh, look at that watermelon! Watermelon.
The shirt gives it away.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
Watch, I bet you I'm in this picture trying to crash you.
And here we go.
Were you an intermediate? Yep, there's me.
Madness coming on the straightaway. Got a couple of going. Front straightaway. Careful.
Yeah, you can hear there was
chaos. Yeah.
There was
total
chaos on the front straight, and that is why you saw my car just get tumbled around. I ended up in pit lane, and when he was screaming front straightaway, and I'm like, I'm going through the pits.
Oh, that was the race that you went. That's the one that you ran in pit lane.
That's the one I went through. The pits, yeah.
Rewind that back. I want to watch pit lane.
Well, it doesn't.
I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, you can't see it. Okay.
No, he drops. We drop, and you see, there's me.
I don't see. We can't see it.
You can't see it. You took it off the screen.
There, let's go back. I'm the pink one right there, and see, I just got.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Now I will say it did look like that you went across the lane. So.
Well, it was dusty. You couldn't see.
Yeah.
See, Rob is the king of rationalization, justification.
Justification.
He can make the most ridiculous thing sound like it was meant to be.
Yeah, we should just. Well, so just let this video play while we're talking, so people can see the track, and for those of you guys who have not been to one of Brent's races, you are absolutely missing out. To me, it's like the perfect big race, right? It's big enough to where you can run multiple classes and not be too busy, and then but it's not so big. It's not a P&B where you don't get any track time. So,
oh yeah, we had plenty of track time. That's for sure. It's one thing.
I was able to get plenty. Yeah, anybody who hasn't been on a track built by Brian is definitely missing out too. This is probably one of the best A-scale layouts I've ever driven on, if not the best. I had so much fun.
Yeah,
it had such good flow to it.
That right-hander though killed me every time. Oh, and then when I got a hold of it, I go down the straight here, and I forget half the brake. And hit the wall.
I would that right-hander in practice, I had the thing nailed, and then when it actually counted in heat racing, I kept driving off the track. Or I would do it wrong. But yeah, practice, I had that was actually the one spot when I saw this right-hander right here on the pictures. I was like, oh, that is going to be a pain. And when my first time on the track, I hit it perfectly. I'm like, oh, that's not too bad. But yeah, when it counts, I can't pull it off.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. That track, I tried to get Brian up to build my track this year, but schedules weren't working out. And then, but if I end up I'm in negotiations with the county to get more dirt. If I get more dirt, there's a chance that you might see a Burnett track here at Truth Motorsports either later this year or maybe next year. But it's
Tiny, are you dirt or clay?
It's red clay, but it's not like I don't know.
It's not South Carolina clay or Florida clay.
Yeah, it's pretty good whenever it's really wet, but it's hard to keep it wet without the problem is when you put water on it, it stays wet. So it's very, very, it's a fine line between perfect and too wet.
Okay.
So, because the clay holds water so well. So we're still getting our, we generally run about an hour and then blow in water, and that generally works pretty well. Okay. But we're still kind of, we're still trying to get our secret, prep down.
Yeah.
So, but
yeah,
it's definitely a fun track. I had lots of good feedback from the track that we built this year. So you guys need to come down. We got a bunch of races coming up.
Yeah, we've been talking. Dennis and I've been chatting, seeing where we're going to go next.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we just got back from what's it called? Rumble in Rome. Is that what it was?
Yeah,
Rumble in Rome. That was an interesting track.
2 weekends.
What's crazy is I've been up to CRC and I've seen their track. I actually picked up carpet a few years ago from them. And when I saw that track, I was like, it looks like a dump, but then they get it clean. I also went in the middle of winter. They get it cleaned up pretty good, but then they get these massive turnouts. I was like, because I see their numbers, like, how do y'all do so well?
Yeah.
And
Well, it's the only track up there, really.
In Rome, New York, there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
You know,
So
those guys are awesome up there.
All I know, you ever go back up there, go to the casino for their freaking buffet. Oh, freaking phenomenal. It was awesome.
well, so the 27th and 28th, you guys need to come down. For
Of
those
what?
who haven't seen it on Facebook, of this month, 2 weeks.
Okay.
We have a double header. So we have the VCS race on Saturday, round 2 of the VCS, and then we have round 2 of the Truth Motorsports Summer Series on Sunday. So you get 2 days of racing, and we're open Friday all day for practice. So you guys can come down, run all day Friday, and then, race on Saturday and then race on Sunday. So it's like, and we'll be done, we should be done really, really decent time on Sunday so you guys can get back up,
Yeah,
And
we're used to doing the drives.
Yeah, well, we have indoor pitting with power. All you need to do is bring a chair. We have
Nice.
tables.
Oh,
and,
indoor pitting.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
you guys need to come on down and bring all your friends. So,
Hey, Chris, I just remember something, Chris. You were saying about you were saying you didn't belong in this particular race or whatever it might have been, Well, imagine going to every single big race in the country with Dennis, and I tell Dennis I don't belong here. I do not belong in these big races at all. And
Well,
I'm out there.
Tell them about getting drafted.
Oh yeah, Tiny, you were there. Yeah, I mean, you both were there. Look, I'm gonna come straight out and honest because people are asking me what I told.
Well, tell the story.
What I told Lance. So what happened was I was driving my car, and I wanted to make sure it wasn't me, which at the end it was. So I gave my radio to Cole Ogden and said, "Can you drive it?" He was turning fast, just as fast as laps as he was with his car. And I'm like, okay, well, we know it's not the car, it's the driver for sure. So in the meantime, now these racked up his times and on my
transponder
time thing. Yeah. So I get drafted. I'm like, I can't, morally, it's just not right to say, okay, I'm going to do it. So I went up, when I walked up to Lance, I'm like, Lance, just so you know, this is what happened. He's like, well, he goes, he said he chose you by name, not by score. And I'm like, okay. Well, let's just see. It didn't turn out very well. So
I will say that was going to what? Tell us about the bucket.
Dennis,
What?
you want to tell him about the bucket?
We want to hear about a bucket.
Buddy.
That was the year before at the Pro-Am. I told Rob, if you don't have it, don't squeeze the trigger on that double. It was a big double. Well, he squeezed the trigger, and his car went about 5 feet over the pipe, and the guy sitting on the bucket at the last minute started to stand up. Rob's car hit the bucket out right from under him. The bucket went about 10 feet into the lane.
Nice.
And the worst part about it was where we were pitting, he was pitting right next to us.
The guy you knocked out, did he try to sit back down on the bucket?
No, he had to go chase the bucket. He was all pissed off. He almost never had kids ever again.
He's our age, Dennis. He can't have no more kids.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was crazy though. I was like, my car just I lost control of it, and I tried to gain it back, and there's no stopping.
On video. I got it on video.
Yeah, it's on video somewhere. Yeah.
Speaking of buckets, there was one time it was either an INS or a Roarnats race. This bucket ended up on the track, and Brock Champlin kept hitting it, and he's screaming from the driver's stand about this bucket. And so when I found out about that, he was coming in 2 weeks for Roarnats at my home track. So I went to Lowe's and I got a mini bucket, and I knew where he was going to pit. I put that thing right on his pit. When he came in, he threw that thing across the room.
That's pretty good though. That's good. Oh, that was good. Yeah, but Pro-Am was fun. I enjoyed it. I learned a lot. And the funny part is about Cole Ogden. The next day, I don't know, something was during the mains. Something was wrong with his car or something. I don't know. I didn't get the full story, but he asked me if I could drive his car or if he would drive my car, using his transponder. I'm like, yeah, but I got to replace this over here. And he goes, oh, you won't have enough time. I was like, yeah. So,
Yeah.
I was like, for him to come up and say you want to drive, I'm like, sure. What do you say?
It was fun.
Cole's always been good to me though, ever since day one, since I started racing. I don't know why. We just seem to click. We always get along good. So yeah.
Before Pro-Am, the race I was at before Pro-Am was the one at Tiny's at the first Truth race. And I was chasing setup all weekend at his place. I could not get my cars right. I go down to Pro-Am. I didn't do nothing to the setup. I slapped whatever tires I had on, and the cars were perfect. I'm like, all this setup work I did for Truth, which is a little higher grip than Pro-Am was, and apparently I was going the wrong way because they were perfect for a loose track. That is literally the best my cars have ever been. And they'll probably never be that good again on any other track.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the fact that it blows out. I love that it changes, It's not one of those tracks like that the fast kids just sit there and turn, the same exact, it's a challenge, but it's fun, Zero tire wear. Literally, you could probably run the same tires 3 years in a row at Pro-Am. All the mains, all the practices and everything, because it's just so low tire wear. So
yeah, definitely they do some good tracks there, and I don't know where they get the dirt from, but the dirt's exceptional. It's very
that's the dirt that comes with
dirt.
the place.
Yeah, that's just the arena dirt. They just pile it up.
Oh, really? I thought they couldn't use it because it was something for the horses or something.
No.
Oh. Well, whatever the horses are doing to it.
It's the special sauce that the horses put in
it's the fertilizer.
Yeah, don't lick your hands after you pick up your RC car.
Oh, no.
Well, last year at the Fall Brawl, I ran Nitro Truck and Nitro Buggy with the same tires. I never took the tires off the car the whole weekend. Never even put a ride height gauge on it or anything. And I podiumed 2 classes.
Yeah,
I never took the tires off.
I don't ever touch my cars. I'm not a wrench turner, but I don't podium. So I that's what I blame it on. Yeah. So.
Well, this Pro-Am, then I tried to start messing with my cars, and I went the wrong way for me, and including the wrong way on the wheel nut on on my e-truck.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Did you? Thank God Dennis didn't put his tires on for the pit thing, for the pit challenge. My God, I couldn't get the freaking nuts off his damn tires. Thank God before him, I said, Dennis, just so you know, the tires are the nuts are barely put on. It's just enough to hold the tire on. I said, don't try nothing crazy, And thank God, because I checked, because they were that pit challenge was crazy. I never had to do 2 tires like that before. That was pretty wild.
Yeah, I watched it from online. It was pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's different stuff that Brent does. Not everything is awesome. Like the start wasn't super popular with a lot of guys, but the fact that it's not just the same thing over and over and over again. Like let's try some stuff. Maybe we try it and it sucks and we don't do it again. But
no,
I do love that.
It's totally different though. Very different.
I love the heat race idea. Everywhere, instead of just going for a time, every time you hit the track, it actually matters. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's head-to-head racing. For those who don't know, it's head-to-head racing for all of the qualifiers. So instead of just being, time and it's like everybody just gets out on the track and spreads out, you hit the tone. So what I loved about that is I have this challenge where I do really well in qualifying because I don't have the stress of having to stay ahead of somebody. I'm not racing the next guy. And then when it comes to the main, I can't hold it together. The stress gets me. The worst part for me is when I start out in P1 or P2 in the bump spot. I can't, I can't do it. So that race weekend was like all main events for Saturday and Sunday for me.
Yeah.
So it was practice that I desperately needed in that head-to-head racing. So I was like, this is awesome. I still didn't podium, but
Yeah. Well,
it's good practice. Yeah.
I like there's a race they do over in California. I think they do it at Finish Line. They do it Reedy format. I'd love to see more of those. Reedy format is everything's heads up racing. There is no qualifying. It's they just start. And it's a random sort pretty much almost every time, and just wherever you finish, it's literally every tone. And instead of like 3 rounds, they'll do 5, 7. I think the big invitational race they do at Finish Line, I want to say they do 5 or 6 rounds of all heads up racing, and every round is randomly sorted.
So how do you know who gets A main or B main, or how?
It's so the last time I followed that race, they had 2 heats, and it's just so they'll use, for the actual heat, it'll use your finish position, but then it'll treat it like they do it when they set up Lifetime, because Lifetime doesn't support Reedy format yet. They'll just do it as qualifying, so that way if there's 2 separate heats, they'll also look at time and laps. And so that way, if someone in one sort actually does better than someone in another sort, they will be the winner of that round.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but
That's cool.
I've heard a lot of people advocate for less qualifying, more racing. Our Roar president is a big advocate for more racing, less qualifying.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that. Yeah, because especially you're in lower mains too. Even though you're running nitro, I mean you're running 5-minute qualifiers. Then you get to your main, and it's only 5 minutes. It's like, why not throw an extra minute in there for it? You know what I mean? Make it.
That's one thing I like that IFMAR with Nitro, every quali has a pit stop. I think they do 10-minute quals for IFMAR.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. That's
Unless
really
you
Nitro.
have and can rock 13 minutes on a tank.
Who's gotten 13 minutes?
Dakota.
Well, Finn can go 13 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
In the
we lost Dennis.
Ultimate.
Yeah.
In the ultimate racing with Nitro Lux Fuel, 2 of our sponsors, by the way.
Yeah, I see that there. Yeah, it's
He's running.
That's pretty good. The best I think I ever got for Dawson was like 11 and a half. And it was good, but the engine temps weren't good. So
yeah,
I did 11 and a half at when I was indoor one time, because we didn't have a big straight. There was no big jumps. There was nowhere for me to really open up. So. Oh, hello.
Sorry, somebody.
Oh, somebody muted him.
you got a bunch of feedback.
Oh, I still do?
Yeah.
All right, let me log
Bad
out.
echo.
I'll log out.
So when he's not the most technical savvy one.
we're actually about to wrap up, so we just got a couple minutes left. So
let Dennis throw his Nitro Caddy stuff in there, and see. But until he gets back here, I heard you guys say you're not making LCRC this weekend.
Yeah, it's my fault. Because of the race in 2 weeks, I've got stuff that I've got to get done, and if I go, it'll just put us all, very, very far behind.
No, I get it.
Same thing.
Dennis, you there? Oh, put your mic on.
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
I think he's got us on speaker or something.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing there.
It's a bad echo.
Mute me.
But it's a shame you can't make it. I'm looking forward to that big ass jump in the back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll be back I'll be up there for the RC Academy, and then the following race after that. So
yeah, I was supposed to go to RC Academy, but my wife's father's, it's his 80th birthday, so They're having a big birthday blowout for him and stuff. So
Yeah.
I already signed up for it and everything, and I told my wife, it's like, she sent me a thing. This is the date, this time. Like, oh, it's like, no. And I texted her back. I texted her wrong thing, and it just went downhill from there. And now,
Right.
so, Dennis was my coach. He's keeping me together. Because I was
Dennis,
like, oh man, yeah, it was.
you
bad.
want to see if your audio is better? You can give us a Nitro Caddy plug.
All right. Can you hear me now?
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're better.
All right. The Nitro Caddy is.
You can't hear him.
No.
Yeah,
I can hear him.
Really?
We got a new Nitro Caddy. It's the same Nitro Caddy.
How can one person hear him?
Yeah. All right. Pretend like you can hear him. Let him talk.
Well, Tiny and I will have our own conversation. You two can have your own.
No, I can hear him too.
Oh, okay. I'll be quiet. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dennis. I'll be quiet.
You ready, Rob?
He can't hear you. So
Yeah.
The Nitro Caddy is modular now. So if you want to put your remote holder over on the left side or the right side, you can move any of your attachments anywhere. We got new fuel gun and fuel stick attachments. We got stopwatch holders. We got heat gun holders, temp gun holders. It's come a long way. It's lighter. It's a little bit less of a profile, and we got them in all kind of colors now. So Nitro Caddy is doing real good. We're getting a lot of orders. BumpMaster is doing great. It's a great idea, and I believe a lot of people appreciate that. You know, when I first started racing nitro cars, when I went to nitro, it was so intimidating for me to hold the car on the box while it was running. You know, I thought the thing's kind of fall off the box, and to be able to, transport the car from the pits to the track with everything in it, and still have one free hand to smoke a cigarette. That's why I needed a hand to be able to.
I was trying to
carry everything and trying to smoke my cigarette, which I realized smoking cigarettes before you race is not the smartest thing, because it doesn't calm you down. It actually hypes you up. So I've been working real hard this year to not smoke, before I race, and to not drink Red Bull.
I have the same problem when I'm slow and I end up in the early morning races on Sunday, and I get up and hammer a Ghost energy drink, and then I'm like, shaky Jake. Yeah, I have no more caffeine before my races on Sunday. So
yeah.
So I'm guessing Nitro Caddy is probably going to have a presence at Worlds. There's plenty of drivers that use them. Curious to see if you get any international orders after Worlds.
Well, last Friday we went international in over 200 countries. So,
nice.
So yeah, that was a pretty good milestone for us to reach. And I just hired a public relations person.
Nice.
And yeah, that was a pretty good milestone for us to reach. And I just hired a public playing back. Is it playing back, or is it just me?
Nice. Yeah, I'm hearing about it.
Probably Rob. Rob's the cause of all this. Everybody knows. I know.
Yep, it was playing. It was playing back on Rob's.
Yes, it was. But so I'm looking forward to I'm really good at designing this stuff and producing it, but I am terrible at social media. And in today's day and age, you really need social media to promote. So after 3 years, I broke down. I hired a promotional social media expert to. So you get ready. You're about to get bombarded by a bunch of BumpMaster and Nitro Caddy ads on Facebook and YouTube and all those reels.
So is the new modular? Is there a retro kit? Can we retrofit our old caddies?
You can. So, I didn't have a lot of failure with the attachments that were epoxied onto the caddy, but I would have an occasional person call me up and say, "Hey, I just got my caddy and the fuel bottle holder fell off. And so now they're bolted on. So
Yeah.
if you want to go with the new attachment style, or something falls off or breaks off the caddy, I could send you one of these new attachments where you could just drill 2 holes. It comes with a template for this, and the spread on the 2 holes for each attachment. There's like 8 different attachments now. They're the same spread. So if you want to move one from here to the other side, it lines up. All the attachments line up. I mean, the stock caddy comes with 5 attachments, but now there's like a double fuel bottle attachment, which is really good.
I love the double fuel bottle attachment.
Yeah. And, it's just, it makes so much sense. And, Rusty and Maddie, were really instrumental in helping the product evolve. A year ago at the Pro-Am, I said, hey, I'd love to have you guys represent the product. I said, why don't I send you one? See if you like it. Because if you don't like it, you're not going to represent something you don't like. So Rusty loves it. I was just talking to him today on the phone. And, he's always got an idea, and I'm making he's helping me to improve the Nitro Caddy. So it really works.
Well, we're excited. I need to get some the new setup and check it out.
Yeah, there's people that are like, hey, I bought the old one. Listen, I'll give you a ridiculous discount, like practically free, if you want to trade your old one in and take a new one.
I'll just retro mine if I can get the kit. If I can get the pieces, I can drill my own holes.
Yeah, I got the pieces.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be at LCRC, correct?
No, unfortunately, I can't make it this week because on my race in 2 weeks. I've got to get some stuff done.
Oh, you gotta work.
Yeah, I gotta make sure that the race. There's too many people coming for the 27th and 28th. So
nice.
No puppy therapy this weekend.
Yeah, they'll be all here being crazy and idiots. So
Did Dennis tell you that the Nitro Caddy's Smoji proof?
Oh, Smoji proof. Yeah.
No, that's the BumpMaster. The Nitro Caddy is not Smoji proof. I just want everybody to know that. The BumpMaster is Smoji.
Only the BumpMaster is Smoji proof.
Yeah, he's the No, Rob's. It's really, it takes a lot of pressure off of me to have Rob commit to being my fuel guy. It's not easy because I like to yell sometimes, but the longer we've been doing it, we've both made so many mistakes that it's hard to make some of those again. But like anytime I'm going to a race, I say, hey, you want to go to Georgia? Hey, you want to go here? And he's like, I'm in. We're going to Wicked Weekend, and Rob, why don't you talk about what you got going on at Wicked Weekend?
Well, so the problem is you just gave him all that praise, and he didn't hear any of it. He
Nothing.
can't hear you.
Perfect.
I'll have to go back. Tonight and listen.
He was asking about what you have planned for Wicked Weekend, or what you got going on for Wicked Weekend.
What I have going on?
Yeah.
Well, first he talked a bunch of mess and said Rob ain't okay.
He said that you were the best cuddler. It was very nice for you to be Little Spoon because he was always Big Spoon. You're very giving, and best back massages in all of RC. Something like that. I don't remember all the details. But,
scruffy beard.
That does not surprise me. He would say something like that. But anyway,
I didn't say it.
that's all right. He accused me of making him late for his races on Sunday because I didn't get him up in time.
This might be the best ever because we can say whatever we want and they won't know what each other's saying.
This is great.
So,
listen, here's the tip. This is a typical.
It's always a mess with Dennis and I, but we always manage to make a good time out of it.
Typical Samoji story.
Always.
We're in Rome, New York. Sunday is the main.
Dennis just has to be a little more patient with the Southerns.
He can't hear you, Dennis. He's telling us a story about the red light district in New York. I don't know something.
we're at Rome, and 8 o'clock. We want to get
Hold
up.
on.
We want to be at the track at 8 o'clock, and I open my eyes. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, and we got to leave the Airbnb and all that stuff. And I'm like, what the heck? And I call his phone immediately, thinking like, wake up, we overslept. I go out of the room into the living room, and there's Rob sitting on the couch watching TV. All his stuff is packed, perfect by the door, and here I am. Like, you'd think he would like knock on the door or wake me up. He said he knocked on the door, but I didn't. Like, if I don't answer, then I'm obviously not up. But I was in a big panic that I was going to miss my race.
Rob's going to watch this episode back and hear all of the stories that you're telling for the first time.
It was a great story.
I did knock on the door twice. I knocked on the door
Oh, he
twice.
can hear now.
And then I'm listening from my iPhone, and then
okay.
Oh, he's the backlog.
that's why I put
That's
myself
why
on
there's
mute.
echo.
Yeah, that's why I put myself on mute so you don't hear it coming back. But so I tried to wake him up, and he's like, "Listen, if I ever sleep like that, come in and get me up." I'm like, "Okay."
Well, I mean, if I don't answer, I'm not up.
He's usually getting me up. He's like, "You ready? You ready?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go."
Tell the story. Why are you going to Wicked Weekend?
All right, why are you going to Wicked Weekend?
I'm going to race. I'm going to be Dennis's pit guy.
No,
He's gonna.
No, I
There's more to the story. He's telling us.
No, I just he's shaking his head. I just ordered a trailer. So
Oh,
Dennis is
RV?
excited. I think I still have my RV, but
like
I
a
wanted
pit trailer.
something that we can crash in, because we do these we pull these all nighters sometimes driving. It's just nice to get off the road and maybe take a nap, for quick or two, and then get back
but
on the
why
road.
are you going to Wicked
We're
Weekend?
hitting all these
because of the trailer?
Airbnbs, which we could spend money on race stuff. So, but no, I mean,
So-
it's something we want to do. So
He still thinks there's more to the. He's telling us there's more to the story.
Well, like,
why are you going to Wicked Weekend? That's what he said.
that's why I'm going to pick up my trailer.
to pick
To
it
pick
up.
up the
Okay.
trailer. Okay.
Ah.
They're gonna, instead
All
of having it delivered all the way up here in Pennsylvania, I'm going to have it delivered to me down there for $200 versus $1,300 up here.
Is it already
You got a
built
picture
out,
of this
or is it?
trailer?
It's just a basic trailer.
Oh,
Nothing. I'm doing everything myself. The only thing I'm having
So-
them do is instead of at the rear, you have that slanted door or the slanted floor. I had them
Yeah.
put a straight floor in, so
Ah.
that would have to compensate for everything, and for the misalignments and stuff. And plus, I want to put like a futon on the side so we can turn it and then open it up.
If you kept
At
it
night.
slanted,
And then I'm
everything
going to
would be
put a
square.
elevator bed in too. So
So you're going to put the futon in so you can big spoon, little spoon. You keep it the normal.
Bunk beds.
bunk beds. I like that.
One higher. Just
and
like
I get to control. I'll get to control the remote. And I'll have to watch Dennis's goofy movies he makes me watch. He's like, I'm not a big TV guy, and he's like all about movies and stuff. I'm like, don't know what you're talking about.
It's like classics. He hasn't seen any classics. Any movie that you think is a classic, he hasn't seen it.
Nice. Well, we are
Always listening back.
We try to keep our podcasts to an hour so that they're consumable.
Yeah,
but
we do the
couldn't
same.
Stop. We couldn't keep this podcast inside of an hour. Too much going on. We're gonna have to have you guys back.
Oh, absolutely.
It's been a blast.
We'll do a part 2 in a couple weeks.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're gonna We'll be online this weekend. I don't know when. Maybe Friday night. I think.
No, I'm coming
Maybe
tomorrow.
Friday night after the. Hey, real quick, Dennis, if you could just nod. You driving this weekend, Friday night? Okay. All right.
Yes.
He's driving.
Yeah.
He's driving my.
Yes.
By the way, that 8th model scale that he drives, that's mine.
Oh, nice.
I'm the one who built it.
Maybe we'll come to your podcast next. We'll return
Yeah,
the
yeah.
favor. We'll do part
It's on.
2
It's
your
on.
channel.
It's on Dennis's his Facebook page,
Facebook.
on his personal page. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
There we go. Continue this and
Yeah.
Tell more stories when Rob can actually hear Dennis. So,
I know, right?
I'm
Well,
going
then,
back to listen to all that. Listen, 5 minutes after we get off, my phone's going to ring.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us, and thanks for you guys who stuck it out. And
Absolutely.
we'll put some clips of this up on all the channels so you guys can hear some of these stories, again and again. So,
We'll
go
be,
out and get yourself a BumpMaster and a Nitro Caddy.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys. See you guys soon.
Well, I feel better now. I got that off my chest about Pro-Am. About not telling the kid, but oh well.
So in 2 weeks.
Great time. But thank you. I appreciate it.
So when we come back in 2 weeks, we're going to have Zach Donathan on with us from DRC. So
Nice.
it'll be a good time then.
Yeah.
One of our
cool.
sponsors here at Truth Motorsports. So he's got, if you guys are not familiar with DRC, you got to check it out. His stuff is top notch. He does, custom charge leads and
Okay.
top notch stuff.
I'm not very happy with my leads right now. My Coyote, the leads that I had to get aftermarket because I needed 4S. And they were terrible.
I think it's DonathanRC.com.
Yeah.
What is it? DRC.
I think it's Donathan. I think it's Donathan RC actually. DonathanRC.com. But yeah, we'll talk to him in 2 weeks and he'll tell us more.
I'll have to check him out. Check him out.
So,
all right.
Thanks for
well,
having us.
we will see you guys at the track.
Yeah, next time, right?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Have a good night. All right. Good night.
Good night.
Freedom out. Down and quiet.